Hello, my name is Eno and this is Eno Specials. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is where we tell our thoughtful truths, untold stories about our marriages, life, and relationships, children, teenagers, youth, and of course we help ourselves to heal because we know that a whole lot of people pass through a whole lot of pains sometimes. They don't talk about it, and it becomes difficult to even live a normal life because their past keeps coming back and forth and all that. So this is a channel for you if you are found wanting in one of these. All right, just subscribe and like and comment. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why giving out your child is just a bad idea. Very bad idea. Like, you're not supposed to carry your pikin go meet another person, be happy trainer. You don't understand. Your pikin not supposed to come from inside your house. You won't go live with another person for the reasons of maybe you don't get money, you know, fit take care of her, kiniko. And if you are looking for the foundation of this particular video, where it is coming, there's a link down below where you will be referred back to the previous video where a 21-year-old lady told the story of herself living with her auntie, and she got infection, and the infection was untreated. At some point they were nonchalant about it, and today it has developed into a pelvic inflammatory disease, and it's giving her a whole lot of problem. At the age of 21, she's having a difficult time living a normal life. Why? Because it keeps distorting and disturbing her and all that. So it's a whole lot of pain to share. Before we go real quick into those 5 reasons, we need to establish that you can't give what you don't have. Like, if you don't get them, you know go fit give them. Some parents bad decisions today were made from their own parents' bad decisions, bad foundations too, so they can only give their child what their own parents gave them. You need to understand that your children are your replica. They are representing you. You need to leave a good legacy where the children will be proud to say, oh, my mommy, my daddy, I love the way they used to behave and all that. Some parents just live life, provide money, provide every other thing, but they are not there. Your presence matters a lot. That is why you're a parent. You need to be there financially, you need to be there physically. A woman gave a story of how before she got married, she's in this marriage she is right now, her friend came to her for an advice and said, well, a job is coming for me and marriage is coming for me. Which should I go for? Should I go for my job and plan the marriage later, or should I go for the marriage and plan the job later? She, out of ignorance, advised her friend, said, okay, go for the marriage. Man don't come, you say don't come. Go for the marriage, you leave job alone. Now she said, no, if my friend comes back to me again right now to seek for an advice on this same issue, I am still going to tell her to please go to her job first, then plan marriage. Because as it is, things are difficult for her in her own marriage. Now she understands why. Look, you need to have something to do as a woman before you enter into the marriage. Have a job, have a business, or have money in your account. Just have money, because anything can come up at any time. So what if the man is not available, or you've been trying to call him, reach out to him, and he's not picking his calls, and there is an emergency? Are you not going to treat the emergency because the man is not around? Now, these are the angles you should be looking at, not the angle of it is the man's responsibility. Of course, nobody is saying it is not the man's responsibility, but you should be able to contribute as a mother. No, your duty is not just to come on earth and then born pikin and leave the pikin, make the man they take care of him because of saying be man and the head of the house. I don't understand. You understand? You need to give your own quota to the whole thing. So sometimes parents prepare for marriage and they don't prepare for the future. The future here are your children. You don't prepare for marriage and then in the future you start giving them stories how you don't have money, how this, how that. You expose them to hardship, untold hardship. When you go to some families, you see children are the ones hustling for themselves. Like, their parents are not contributing anything. At a very young age, you see 11, 12, they are hustling. Meanwhile, they should be in school. Meanwhile, they should be doing other things, but they are hustling because their parents did not plan. It is lack of planning that will make a parent not to consider the futures of their children, when giving birth. You see other people telling you that, now God they take care of children. Now God they give children, now God will take care. I don't understand. And they will use that mentality and be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. They know they cannot take care of these children. A man who almost sold his last child to get money. I said, so if you said this last child to get money, that means you will sell the second to the last child now again if the other money finishes, because that is what it is. So ignorance also, it plays a whole lot. Because people don't know family planning, some women don't know spacing and all that. So they just give birth. So, and they expect, is their entitlement, they expect that, oh, other people are supposed to take care of their children. And if you are not taking care of them, a problem with that too. Now, big problem. They go start to insult you, tell you, say, you are not a good person. Like say, now you born the children. Now they're born more, but they expect, say, another person, now you go to take care of the children for them, which does not make sense. Right? So, we've established that. And we're going to go right into 5 reasons why giving out your child is a bad idea. Like, good. Yes, number 1, there's loss of value. Like I said earlier, your children are your replica. They represent you. When you are not there, a stranger can actually see your child and say, oh, okay, this is Ugwefi's child. This is Okoyemi's child. This is Hogan's child. So there is loss of value. They don't have value for themselves. They are forced to create values for themselves outside you because you are not there. Number 2, there is disconnection. A whole lot of times you call your children, how are you? How is everything over there? They go tell you, say fine. You expect say me then tell you say all is not fine so that they go kill them for us. Because you don't know the response they are going to give to you or the feedback they are going to give to you, and it will cause problems and issues in the house. So they better tell you say everything they alright so that peace will reign. So most times they do not communicate their pain. They do not communicate what happens to them to you. So you need to be very mindful that when you're giving out your child, there will be a whole lot of disconnection. Sometimes even when you see them, meet them physically, you see that your child is acting weird. Your child is different from you. And you keep wondering how come. How come is because they're there with them. So there is a disconnection. You need to start all over again to understand yourself. That's what it is. And there is maltreatment. 90% of people that live with other people face maltreatment. This is not a story. This is something we hear all the time. Now waiting they happen be that. You see, say because of say you know be the pikin, you go starve the pikin food. Because of say you know be their pikin, they go carry iron. Because of some little things, little mistakes, they go carry iron, one killer. Some of them go as far as using pepper, grinding pepper and putting it to the private part of the child, just because it's not their own. It's a whole lot. Some of them don't even provide necessities, basics for these children. We are not saying that there are not people who can actually take care of their children, but we are saying that the percentage of those people are very few. They're just very few, possibly about 10%. But most times stories would usually surround you taking your child to another person's house to go and live or stay. The 4th one, trafficking. They tell you, carry your pikin, I go train her for you, I go carry her go school. I mean, that is the aim. I go take care of this so that them man they go come take care of you and all those other things where they always talk. At the end of it all, my brother and sister, they go sell your pikin, go another family house and collect money. Yes, they do. The space of like 6 months or 1 year, that child will be a housemaid. And after the deal is off, they sell the child to another person and collect money. Like your child is an exchange for something. Your child cannot tell you all these things because number 1, they might not even give them access to phones. Anytime you want to speak with your child, you have to come through the woman or the man. So you only take what the man or the woman gives you, right? As an answer. So there's nothing you can do about it. And most times, you don't even know where these people take your children to. You don't know their houses. So how do you know how to follow up? So you see, there is trafficking. Sometimes they sell your children, they become sex workers. Very young age. Why? So what's the point giving out your children to be taken care of and they are being exchanged for something else? The 5th one is abuse. They face abuse of all kinds: emotional, physical, sexual. Sometimes the man rapes the girl. Sometimes the woman rapes the boy. Sometimes uncles, neighbors, they have been exposed to all kinds of abuse. And because you are not there, they cannot run to their auntie or their uncle and go and say, uncle, auntie, this is what is going on. You are supposed to be closer to them. But because you are not there, they keep quiet. They keep on going with this abuse thing. And then, hello, that is it. They grow with it. And when they grow, you see them acting weird. You see them behaving in a particular way. You see them beating others. You see them abusing others. And you ask why. Where did you learn it from? Hello? Did you forget they never lived with you? They didn't live with you. So whatever you see them do is what they have learned from where they are coming from. So these are the 5 reasons why giving out your child is just a bad idea. As in, just jail where you no good. You no good. Don't talk saying, "Now God, they take care of children." Don't be God, they come from heaven, can't give you belly. Don't be God, go come sit down, they give you money. You have to work for it. So you need to plan. Plan very well so that you won't have to give your child. Have the number of kids you can take care of. Learn family planning. Let ignorance not be your second name. Learn it. These things exist. Discuss. Have an understanding partner. Don't just talk saying that because of say you won't marry, you just go marry anybody. Because some parents are actually just parents by birth. They are not parents by actions. They are just there to answer Nami Bona. But they are not doing anything for those children. When you ask the child who is your role model, they can't even say it's my mom, it's my dad. They could mention another person. Why? Because those parents are not giving them values. So you see, there's a whole lot of distress in giving out your child to another person. So do yourself some favor. Keep your child. Maybe you haven't heard this before. Maybe they never advised you before. Maybe they hear around. Now you don't hear around. Keep your child to yourself. Take care of your child. You people should work with what you have. It's simple. Please, for the benefit of your children, don't expose them to hardship and suffering and pain. Just like the lady that gave her story. Okay, so this is where we're going to end it for today, and wait for the next episode of stories. And you like, contribute, and comment, and share, and subscribe.